The new sound of 104.9 WERK FM, your old buddy Brownie. We've got a guest in the house. I want to introduce you to Lathay Pegues. Is that right?
That's right.
All right, man. Lathay, how are you this morning?
I'm doing well.
I want to thank you for coming out because Lizzie, one of our gals over at our sister station, WLBC, was telling me about you and what you got going on here. And I don't want to keep it a mystery, but those of you that have tasted it know what we're going to talk about. But you are the daddy of JohnTom's barbecue sauce, correct?
Yes, I am.
Tell me how this came to be.
Oh, man, I'll make a very long story short.
That's
Grew up watching my grandpa make his barbecue sauce. I was always at his side. He never had a recipe, and it always came out the same.
Yeah.
And he passed away when I was, I think, 11 years old. Fast forward, I'm at Indiana University. I'm in college, and I was grilling one weekend and decided I wanted to try to recreate his sauce without a recipe. And of course, I didn't get it, but it really sparked an interest to come up with a sauce inspired by my grandfather. And so I trial and error, this went on for literally about 4 years of me just in the kitchen on some weekends trying to make barbecue sauce. And I finally got to a point where I thought I had something great. And so I had threw a barbecue and invited my coworkers over, and this was going to be my reveal. I just wanted some honest opinions. I didn't tell them I had a barbecue sauce. I just put it out there. And finally, someone said, "Hey, what kind of barbecue sauce is this? This is the best barbecue sauce I've ever tasted." Everyone else jumped in, and I said, "Hey, it's mine. That's why I invited you over."
That is so cool. That is so cool. And now it's becoming available to all of us, correct?
Yes, it is. We've been at this for some years now, and about 3 months ago, we struck a deal with Marsh Supermarkets, and they gave us 38 of their 72 stores.
That's wonderful.
So we're in the meat department. That's what I'm really trying to stress to people. We're not on the shelf with all the rest of the barbecue sauces. We're exclusively in the meat department.
Interesting.
Yeah, which we like because we're exclusive.
Absolutely.
And so we're not up there with all the big guys, but we're in our, we have our own section, and that's where you can find it.
Oh, that's great, man. Things seem is the product moving well at this point, or can you tell? Is it too early?
I tell you what, some stores it's flying out of there. Other store, and it really depends on the meat managers and how aggressive they are. And so what I've been doing here for the past month and a half is I've just been traveling around to all of these Marsh stores to meet the manager, to see what the placement is like. And if it needs work, then I ask them for better placement and what we can do to kind of move the sauce. Some stores I've walked into and have just been blown away by how excited they are to have a local product, and they're holding tastings and they're pushing it on everyone.
Oh, that's great.
It's going well overall.
Well, it's interesting. It just reinforces the proactive. You got two choices. You can sit around and wait for something to happen, or you can go out and try to make something happen, right?
You sink or swim.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
I tell you, I won't act like it hasn't been a scary process.
Well, sure.
You got to be a risk taker, and I'm one of those people who I like a little space around me when I make a decision.
Sure.
Some people just jump out at it, but I need time to kind of process it.
Right.
But I am willing to take those risks, and that's been the difference. It's just doing it.
Well, absolutely, because you stop and think about barbecue sauce. I know when I lived and worked in North Carolina, the barbecue down there is delicious, but it's got a lot of people don't understand. It's got like a vinegary base to it.
Yes.
Then I lived in Texas, and the barbecue sauce down there is outstanding. It's got a tomato base to it. So, you had a lot of different ways to go here, man.
Well, that's the great thing about barbecue in general. It's regional, and every region has its own spin on barbecue. And of course, I grew up around my grandpa, and he had a tomato-based barbecue sauce, and so that's pretty much all I knew.
Sure.
And once I started really getting into barbecue sauce, I understood that there was a Carolina sauce, a Memphis sauce, a Kansas City sauce. And so it's just room to play with.
Oh, wow. Yeah. That's got to be great. Well, I'm really glad that it's going well for you. And so and you're from the Muncie area, right?
I'm born and raised in Muncie.
So we've got a Muncie guy with a Muncie product that people have an opportunity to go out to the Marsh stores. It's in the meat department.
It's
right?
in the meat department. I also tell you in Muncie, you can also get it at Lahody's.
Oh, you can.
And Fisher Meats.
Oh, that's great.
And Marsh started. We have 3 flavors, and we started with Marsh with 1 flavor. But at Lahody's and Fisher's, they have all 3 flavors.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay, so Lahody's right there on Wheeling.
Yes.
Fisher's is on North Walnut.
On North Walnut.
And
yes.
then you got the Marsh locations in how many stores?
It's 38 stores.
Okay.
So you're not going to find it in every store. Specifically in Muncie, it's at the McGalliard location and the Tillotson location.
Gotcha. Okay.
And I do urge people, if you go and you're looking for it and you don't see it, ask for it. Please ask for it, because that helps us out. And, that will probably reinforce to those guys that they need to give us a little better placement.
Because it's a win-win. Here's the deal. A manager of a store makes a bonus on what his store does.
Exactly.
You want to get his attention. You tell him that you want to purchase a product there. He's going to make sure, or she, that it's there. Then that turn around and give me and you something good to eat, and it gives you a business.
Yeah. It's a win-win for everyone.
I just like the way this is all coming together.
Yeah, yeah.
All right, now this is called JohnTom's barbecue sauce and Lathay Pegues, correct?
That's correct.
And the Muncie guy, and man, I just wish you all the best and congratulations so far.
Thank you. It's been a fun ride.
I know I'm gonna go right by that Marsh Tillotson store on the way home. Stopping in there. I'm gonna try. I gotta go.
Appreciate it. You gotta let me know what you think.
I will. I'll do that. All right. Thank you, buddy. We appreciate it, Lathay.
Uh-huh.
It is 841 WERK FM.